My husband will come back from the special military operation, and then we will see how you speak.
This is how the resident of Novosibirsk responded to a taxi driver's request to pay for the journey. Scaring people with relatives who are fighting against Ukraine is now a new trend in Russia. And frankly speaking, there is a lot to fear. In 2022, according to the Ministry of Internal Affairs of the Russian Federation, the number of violent crimes in the country increased for the first time in 20 years.
In 2022, the registered number of murders and attempted murders in Belgorod region doubled compared to 2021 from 52 to 102. In Kursk region, it increased by one-third, from 58 to 89. In Buryatia, the number of murders increased by 24%, and the number of crimes committed by military personnel during their service in January-February 2023 almost doubled compared to 2022. The return of military personnel from the special military operation zone also often becomes a big problem, but no longer for the military unit and command. However, for their families, wives, children and even entire settlements, from the publication in Polygon Media.
In the village of Zemechina, Penza region, a man who had returned from the war against Ukraine beat up a taxi driver because he did not like the sticker on the driver's car. And in St. Petersburg, a soldier robbed a flower shop. He asked for 7 red roses and then took 100,000 rubles from the cash register. There are already dozens of cases when Wagner mercenaries who have returned from the war against Ukraine commit serious crimes. Recently, in Lipetsk, a 31-year-old Wagner soldier beat up his wife and killed her 4-year-old daughter. Medics said that the child was hit on the head.
I don't know how it could have happened. I personally blame PMC Wagner. He became a different person after that. He became a bit withdrawn, less socialized, less talkative. Whatever you ask him, he just replied with "yeah, woohoo," and that's it. He had a concussion. He served in military under contract before. Mother of the suspect from the publication in the Telegram channel Astra.
In Krasnoyarsk Krai, a former Wagner mercenary set fire to a house. A woman and her daughter died in the fire. The fact that the most frequently those crimes are committed by Wagner mercenaries is not surprising, experts say.
People with long sentences who committed crimes were sent to war. After that, those who survived were amnestied and returned to their homes. As far as I understand, most of the stories are about them. Many of them repeat the same crimes that they served the sentence for. They commit brutal murders and arson. Of course, this was clear from the very beginning, except apparently to the Russian authorities.
The Kremlin has lost its monopoly on violence. Now the aggression of the military has turned against the Russians themselves.
They have tasted violence because they committed the same atrocious crimes against the citizens in Ukraine. Many of them participated in these crimes, they liked it and now want to transfer it to their homeland. They already have a need for violence, and this need is like a flu that they caught during hostilities in Ukraine, and now they cannot live without violence. So all they can do is commit new crimes in their own country.
And there will be more and more such cases, experts believe. Mobilization into the Russian army and recruitment into numerous private military campaigns in Russia continues. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavska, Yulia Granovska, UATV News.